Steppin with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody who has been listening to us tonight. We appreciate those folks who have been checking us out. We'll get through the thank yous and everything later on. Before I close out the show, I'll get to all the thank yous and everything. But I give everybody an opportunity to say their final words, their thank yous, their rants, their closings, or whatever it is they want to say to close out the show. And of course, he hosted the brother sister shenanigans tonight with his little sis. We're going to have him up first. Big bro Joe, he's here. Big bro, what you got, man?
Hey, folks, to the family. This is what I want to say. Today being Monday, May 25th. I have to go back and once again recognize all of the fallen soldiers that have passed away and given their lives to make sure that we have the independence and freedom and the independence to build your legacy here. It's funny how people don't understand the differentiation, and I know my LB sit there and talked about that he feels that it's a tie, and I agree. But what I think most of all is those fallen soldiers will never ever feel that sand underneath their feet. They'll never feel that sun ray, those sun rays on their faces again, because they're going on to a place. I don't know if it's better or worse, but they've gone on to a place. And I just had to sit here and say once again, I have veterans who are here with me now. My big brother, my father, my grandfather who has passed on, and a lot of other brothers that I have and I know. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies, because without you all fighting and sacrificing everything, we don't get to have what we have. And I'm a big proponent of making sure that, you know what, make sure that when you see a vet, that you take care of that vet. If anybody knows and goes over to McGuire, go over and just speak to those dudes. They're there because of situations. They're there because a lot of them don't have anywhere else to go. And it's a sad situation when the richest country in the world doesn't take care of our soldiers. That's Joe, Big Brother Joe. Hey, I said that for my little sis as well. LB, Marcus J. That's me.
I have Steppin Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio, Dating Pool Diva. It's time for you to close us out. What you got?
I definitely have the same sentiments as you, Big Brother Joe. I agree. My father's name is Joseph, and he is a veteran. Cool. So I definitely feel you on those words. And, my grandfather, who has passed on, was a veteran as well. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you on your statements. We must reverence them. Only thing I wanted to say is that I want to invite everybody out to the Love Revolution. Third Saturday in June, we're going to have a Love Revolution from 4 to 7, and we're still choosing a location. So just kind of stay tuned and, stay aware on the Legacy Internet Radio page and on my page, Author Charisma, or the Love Revolution fan page, group page. You can find information on how to join us, and we discuss relationships, dating, love, the same type of stuff we do in the Diva Diaries. We do live and in person, so we want people to be able to come out and enjoy the fellowship, the food, the laughter. We had a great time the last time, and we want new people to come out and check it out. So that's about it. Thank you, Marcus, for having me.
Have Steppin Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for my co-host S.Y. Butler to let us all know why we look over across the table at her and we see a grown woman.
Hey. All right, y'all. That's my jam right there. I listen to that when I work out too. It's my song that gets me rolling. I put the volume up super duper high. Then after that, I listen to Mad Combs Begging, and that makes me run, and it feels good. And do a shout out for Tony. Tony and I have been challenging each other every day with our steps and our exercise. So shout out to you, girl. I hope you are getting it on today. It's cool, y'all. It's Monday. I'm loving life. I'm around fun and family. These guys make me laugh. They make me smile. I mean, things are all good. I am glad y'all are listening. I hope that y'all are well. I don't have anything to complain about. I have nothing other than just to say thank you. And why is Diva always making noise? But I'm good other than that. So I hope to hear you all listening. Big shout out to Hakeem. I didn't hear from you tonight, but hello. And hey, shout out to Kaz for listening. You know what, guys? Listen, have fun. Thanks for chilling with us. Joe is giving me like the sexy eyes right now. I don't know what that's about, but he's giving it to me. But
not yet.
Marcus, your eyebrows kind of like went together. He was like,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
But anyway.
Y'all find somebody else to flirt with. I don't want y'all to flirt with each other.
What?
I don't like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Flirt?
You flirt with somebody else. You don't flirt with
Okay.
him.
Do that.
Don't
You
be
can't flirt
her.
with me. I'm sorry.
flirt with
And don't flirt with her.
No, I'm
don't
his
flirt
sister.
with him.
Okay.
And he's my brother. There's some sort of like weird, like nepotism / like weird thing.
We got
going
different daddies though.
on. So what? I don't like that.
Okay.
Y'all weirding me out.
So I'm gonna flirt with Hakeem. Hey, Hakeem.
You flirt with Hakeem.
Okay. Hakeem, call me.
He's not here.
Call me. Lady, y'all.
Hopefully he's listening. Ain't no half stepping. With Marcus J. Live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate everybody who is listening to us tonight. We appreciate everybody who has been listening to us tonight. We had a great show tonight. I want to give a special thank you to the entire crew that participated in the show tonight. We had the Dating Pool Diva joining us with the Diva Diaries. And so I want to thank her for always being here and ready to rock and roll with us on the fourth Monday of every single month. Thank you to Big Bro Joe and Lil Sis Kim. They debuted the Brother and Sister Shenanigans that we will figure out some sort of schedule on how regular that we'll have them, but we got them and we'll be here. And so we look forward to having, we always have Joe on the third Monday of the month, and his sister Kim, she obviously is welcome to come through anytime she wants. So look forward to that. Of course, I had my co-host S.Y. Butler here with us, and so anytime she's in the room with me, it's a good day, and anytime she is joining us on Legacy Internet Radio, it's a good day for all of us, including you guys who are listening to us. Special thank you to our brother Said, who is the owner and founder of Live Action Captions. They are the people who take care of our apparel here at Legacy Internet Radio, our T-shirts and such. So thank you to that brother. Thank you to Michelle K., who is a Love Revolution staple, as well as a person that listens to the show here, Legacy Internet Radio, Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J, every single week. So thank you to her. And also thank you to Michelle here in Richmond. Two Michelles listen tonight. Thank you to Michelle here in Richmond for listening to us as well and calling us up and being a part of the discussion. So we had a lot of folks listening to us in Richmond and Jersey and DC and LA and Chicago and our sisters in Kentucky. And so we had a lot going on here tonight. So we appreciate it. At this time of the show every single week, we always profile a missing and/or exploited child. This week is no different. Dasha Long. We're looking for Dasha Long. She's been missing since March 14, 2015 from Washington, D.C. Her date of birth is January 17, 2000. She's 15. She's a black female. She's 5'7", weighs 145 pounds. She's got two photos here. One, she's got long braided hair, and the other one she has short, looks like weave, maybe different colors. So she does change up her look. She may be in the company of adult males plural. So that concerns me. At 15 years old, they may still be in the local DC area. So keep your eyes open. And she also has multiple tattoos. If you've seen Dasha Long, please contact the National Center for Missing and/or Exploited Children. Contact the Metro DC Police Department at 202-727-9099. Hit up the missingkids.com website at missingkids.com or call them at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800 1-800-843-5678. We got to bring these babies home, man, and it's important that we continue to keep them in mind. So at this time of the show, every single week, I end it with my rant and with my closing, and hopefully I won't take too much of you guys' time tonight. You know, I had a picture up on Facebook and social media a couple of days ago. It was a picture of a young boy who had gotten into some trouble. The parents were upset with him. He had been misbehaving and doesn't really get too in depth as to how he was acting up, but it just basically says that he was misbehaving. And so the punishment that they wanted to give him for misbehaving was to give him, quote, the Benjamin Button special. It's in Atlanta, the Benjamin Button special. That is basically giving this young boy a haircut, and he looks to be 7-8 years old. What they did was they gave him an old man haircut, complete with a receding hairline. Basically, they gave an 8-year-old boy a George Jefferson haircut. George Jefferson haircut they gave him. And so when I put this out on social media, I got a whole lot of feedback from folks that wanted to be a part of the discussion. And so I'm going to include them. I almost never include other folks in my rants. I'm going to do it tonight. Mary says absolutely wrong. No, cool, not cool. Kevin says it's really bad. Kids should put the special. He says that that's the special Bundini Brown cut, which is funny. Amy says she doesn't know about this. She says community type punishment for misbehaving kids of all ages. Ernell says that he likes it. Kids, adolescents try to act up. So if the corrective action is the Bundini Brown cuts, then it's better than an ass whooping. Bernard says that he loves it. Brian says that if a parent thinks that it would get the kid to behave, who is he to judge? Clarence said that people would be crying child abuse, he would pass. Tanya says, while punishing him for bad behavior, also setting him up to be picked on and bullied, thus causing more bad behavior. Yao BG of the pregame here on Legacy Internet Radio on Fridays at 8 p.m. He says that it depends on the kid. With the status that he had in school, he would have been joked on but not bullied. He may actually be the bully himself. There is no correct method to discipline a child. You always are going to be criticized by your method of discipline. Cece, she is listening to us in the Pacific Northwest. Cece, thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. We know that you helped us out quite a bit, and your contribution to Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J has been well founded. Cece says degrading a child does not promote learning, but promotes wrath, low self-esteem, and resentment. Gina says no bueno. Discipline is one thing. Lowering self-esteem is not cool. Corey says obviously an extreme punishment for extreme behavior and not be administered lightly. The folks who say that it should not be used should offer alternatives. And Anthony, lastly, says when we acted up, our parents acted up right along with us with the belt. Degrading the child, I don't think that I am for that. That is the final comment. And so I'll finalize that. And I wanted to get those comments in because those people were very, very instrumental in that discussion. And I will make sure that I acknowledge them appropriately. Let me just say this. You know, I saw the photograph. I saw Youngblood have the George Jefferson haircut. He looked a damn fool. He looked a hot mess. And I absolutely cannot endorse embarrassing a child for the purpose of discipline. Doesn't work for me. If you have issues with your child, deal with your child. You don't embarrass your child publicly because you got an issue with your child at home. To send the child at home to school or in public or outside to play with a haircut that was administered by you or paid for by you with the sole purpose of making your minor child the pinpoint for ridicule, I think says more about you as a parent and your lack of control than your child and their ability to behave. If you want to embarrass them, I think you need to look into the mirror and say, what's going on with you as a parent? Why is it that you can't figure out a better way to have your child act appropriately? You rather send them to school so that they can act right while the kids at school pick on them? You want the kids at school to discipline your child? You want the kids at school to tell your child how they acted a damn fool, how he acted a damn fool, so that's why he got that haircut? That's what you're looking to do? Parents, if you got issues with your kid, figure out a more creative way to discipline them privately at home so that they know that you're the boss, so that they're not taken to task by the mean little bastards at school who will say anything they can say to your kid for the sole purpose of tearing them down. Because you should not ever, ever be a part of the reason why your kid is feeling low levels of self-esteem. That's Murr. Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we in here talking about tonight. We're going to run this show back tonight in its entirety real quick. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. live from the Den of Legacy Internet Radio on Mondays. Tuesdays, you've got Live in Radio with Mr. LP Steven Sykes. On Wednesdays, you've got the Uptown Lounge with the Great Debate at 8 on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. On Thursdays, you've got the show we call All Throttle Radio, the biker show. And then, of course, you've got the listening party, hip-hop, beats, underground. Fridays, you got the pregame, getting you ready for the weekend at 8 p.m. Saturdays, you've got conversations from your sisters with SY and Lissa P at 3. And at 5 p.m., you've got the world-famous Aaron Turner show, followed by the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix at 9 p.m. And then, of course, 6 a.m. on Sunday mornings, you've got Amplified Gospel for 24 hours. We appreciate it. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Independence is key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. being replayed in its entirety immediately following this show. Be back right here next week. Peace.